Hey everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we are naming all of the workouts this week for St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so it is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 23 minutes. It is called Pot of Gold. So it is 8 thrusters, 16 V-ups, 8 slam ball burpees, 16 weighted lunges, and then every 2 rounds, every time you complete that twice, then you're going to do 30 double unders or 60 single unders. So we're going to go through all of those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so our first movement of the workout is going to be our thruster. So a thruster is basically a front squat with an overhead press. So I'm going to show you with the barbell first, and then I'll show you the modifications. So the first movement you're going to have to do in order to do the actual movement is a clean with the barbell. So you're going to have to clean the barbell up. So you're going to set up at the barbell, chest up, and you're going to do a nice pull, keeping that barbell close to you and on top. So big note here is that you want the barbell resting on your shoulders. You're not holding the barbell up. Your hands are simply there to guide the barbell and to press overhead. So during the front squat, the barbell should always be resting on top of your shoulders, and you do that by kind of pushing your elbows up and out. So we're going to keep nice and tall. Our chest is always going to stay up. Our knees are coming outward as we come down into a front squat. So you really got to push up with that chest. And then you're going to use the legs as you drive up to push overhead. So you're going to come back down, and as you're coming down, you're going to start that squat. And again, fully press overhead. So that is our thruster with the barbell. So if you don't have a barbell, you're not ready to use the barbell, that's okay. You can use dumbbells. So we can do this 2 ways. We can do it either with 1 dumbbell, and you can either do 4 on each side or 8 on each side, depending on how much you want to push yourself here. So again, same movement, knees coming outward. This is resting on your shoulder here, and then you're going to use the leg drive up, the momentum up to push overhead. And again, arm is straight overhead, come back down into that squat. Or you can use 2 dumbbells. So we're going to come down, push overhead, and again, straight arms at the top. The other thing that you can do is use a band for this, and I would do 8 on each side. So we're going to step on the band. We're going to pull our elbow through, and we're going to come down into that squat and push overhead. Same movement, and do 8 on each side. Okay. Catch my breath for a second. Okay, so next is going to be our V-up. Get those abs working. So we are coming up with our feet and our hands at the same time and touching those toes. Modifications, knees alternating. Or leg raises. With the leg raises, make sure your head is up, your lower back is touching the floor, is pressed down into the floor, squeezing those abs, and come up with those feet. They don't have to be high. What we don't want is a rocking motion. We want it all to be your abs engaged the whole time. The next movement is our slam ball burpee. So need a slam ball for this. So we're gonna set ourselves up with this slam ball, facing slam ball. Our feet are gonna be a little bit slightly wider than hip width apart. Our knees are facing outward. We're coming down into a squat, chest up. We're gonna grab the slam ball on either side, and we're gonna press all the way overhead, and make sure your arms, again, they're straight overhead, no half-assing, straight overhead. You're gonna slam the ball down, and you're gonna follow the ball down. And as you follow, you're coming into that squat. We don't want you to be leaning over. We want your chest to stay up, come down, and then follow the ball down, place 2 hands, come back into a burpee, and come up. So modifications, you can just either come down and do a half burpee and then come back up, or you can come down on either side, touch your chest, come back up, or you can walk out on or off the ball, and you can either do a push-up or not. So how we get these movements kind of strung together is that we want to come down with the ball, go into the burpee, finish the burpee, and right into the next slam ball. So modifications, we can use a plate to overhead. So we are going to touch the plate, straight arms, come back down, jump, or burpee, either one. You can also use a band, and again, it's going to be 4 on each side. So you're going to come down into a squat, up, come down, burpee, come back up. It's a little bit harder to string it together. So you get the point though. Okay. The next movement is our weighted lunge. So we can do this a few ways, but first let's just go over body weight. So this would be modification, just body weight. We're going to come down into that nice 90-degree angle, push back up, keeping that chest up. So we can either use dumbbells, where we can use 1 dumbbell into the front rack position. We can do a suitcase carry. Hold on. Let me get me out of the way. Suitcase carry. Now just remember, the weight is going to want to pull us forward to really squeeze those shoulders back. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades back together, coming down, always keeping those shoulders squeezed together. Thank you. We can also use if we used a barbell for our thrusters, we can also use it for our lunges. So we can either do a front rack. Remember, keeping that chest up and those elbows through. We're going to come down, or do a back rack. Or you can take your band, one foot at a time. So we're just going to push up, come down. So 8 on each side. And then, so then after you've done all of that, you're going to do that whole thing twice. And then you're going to do 30 double unders, which is jump roping, passing that jump rope under your feet twice before landing, or you can just do a regular jump rope. So you're just pathing under once, just double it to 60, or you can do 60 jumping taps. So you're going to jump twice, tap twice, and just string them together. So that is the workout of the day. Good luck.